Hello, and can I just say it's lovely to be back. Great to have your company. My name's Sean Ryan. This is the Planet Cruise TV show. It's the biggest live show when it comes to cruises on the TV, and we bring you the latest deals. And boy, have we got some deals for you tonight. I'm going to introduce a great friend of mine, the wonderful Keith Maynard. I've not seen him since his cruise, which we'll be talking about in a few months' time.
We will.
Keith, nice to see you.
Sean. Really good to see
Missed
you.
Missed you.
I missed you as well, mate. I believe you've been off sunning yourself. You've got a bit of a tan there.
I know.
Barcelona.
But you have been, I'm so jealous. Where were you this week?
Well, I was at the Cunard 175 celebrations over the weekend. Casually, as you do, just knocking out a bit of the 175 years of Cunard. It was brilliant. I was there with Gavin, the cameraman. We were filming. And that piece of filming is already online. That's going to be go to our YouTube channel or go to @PlanetCruise for Keith, and you can see it on Twitter as well.
And you took some great photos.
Yeah, we did, Sean. We're going to show you a few. Let's show you a few of these photos. Some of them went viral. This is one of the ones I took. You can see the three queens there, overlooked by.
Great photo.
Thank you. Overlooked by one of the Iron Men there from Gormley's other place. That's from Crosby Beach. This is Queen Mary 2 as she was turning, ready to greet the other two queens coming in. Again, overlooked by the Iron Men. And then some of the guests that I was happy. Diane and Kenny, two lovely people that I bumped into in Liverpool. We've got Gary and Jan here as well, fantastic people. We were filming the Red Arrows together. And this is Tyre, who is a great chap. And his mum, Jane, didn't want to be photographed, but she was a big fan of the show as well. So hello to both of you.
Keith's a great guy. He worked in the cruise industry for 12 years, and you're really in the heart of it with Planet Cruise, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I love working for them. You know, as you said, I was a cruise director, so I've been on board, and now I'm shoreside. So I kind of bring that experience and give you first-hand knowledge of the ports and the places we go, and the excitement of cruising. It's such a fabulous, good value, excellent holiday to do.
And we've got to say, when you book through Planet Cruise, you're in such safe hands as well. Here's some of the reasons, by the way, if you've never booked with us before, why you should think of booking a cruise tonight. So we've got real experts. We're going to meet one of them a bit later on. Actually, Glenn from Planet Cruise is going to be with us as well. Outstanding track record when it comes to customer service. We work with all the cruise lines and ships worldwide as well to bring you the best variety, and we can actually tailor-make all cruise holidays to suit your needs. Unbiased service as well. We're open 7 days a week also for your convenience, and the best price guaranteed. And we are ATOL and APTA protected as well, Keith.
So important. You know, there's so many cowboys out there that want to take your money, you know, and it's safe when you book the Planet Cruise.
Now, I can't believe it, because I presented the very first Planet Cruise TV show.
Back in 1854, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Doing really well. Botox is a great thing, Sean.
But we're about to celebrate the 400th Planet Cruise TV show.
Plus
now,
VAT.
Now, the 6 winners, we're really looking forward to this, Keith and I, and their guests will enjoy a studio tour, a buffet lunch with myself and Keith.
Absolutely. Yeah. It'll be fantastic. Do come along. We can see how much Sean eats compared to me.
And you're going to watch the show live on June the 19th. So to be in with a chance of winning, go to the Idleworld website, www.idleworld.tv/Planet Cruise Holidays, and complete the following. I love Planet Cruise TV because, okay? So do enter that prize draw.
Sean. I'm so excited. The best thing recently about cruising was meeting all the people that watch the show. It's brilliant. So it'll be such fun, that.
And I know a lot of you have already entered that competition. There's about, I think it's about 500,000 that said they love the show because of Sean Ryan, me, which is great. So thank you so much.
This is it.
We've had 1 or 2 with that use, Keith.
Thanks, mate. I really feel better about that.
But we're going to start off with our mini joke and our first cruise, which is with Norwegian Cruise Line on board the Norwegian Epic. This is an amazing ship, isn't it?
It is an amazing ship, yeah. And of course, with NCL, Norwegian Cruise Lines, they know it's freestyle cruising. It's all about relaxed fun. You know, forget the bow ties, forget the big suits, forget having to dress up for every occasion. You can relax, you can chill out, you can enjoy multiple dining options. Even the shows are slightly shorter to fit around you having a lifestyle which is completely about doing what you want and when you want. And they've got things like the Cirque Dreams dinner, you know, on board, where you can see Cirque du Soleil and the acrobats coming down on silks while you eat some gorgeous, sumptuous food. You know, the Manhattan Room, which is dedicated to dance shows and to ballroom dancing and just any kind of dancing, live music in there to entertain you. There is literally so much to do. 23 different dining dining experience and one of the Cruise World's first ever ice bar, where you can go in there, wrap up warm, and enjoy some of the excellent degrees of excellent cocktails they have on offer.
I mean, what a choice of dining venues. There's 23, and there's been numerous bars.
Yeah, French, Italian, tapas, sushi. There's so much you can do. And then again, if you want to go and spoil yourself in the spa, you can do. You can go get Botox, Sean, you know. You can go and get your teeth whitened. I had that done recently. You know, I'll tell you more about that later. I even had my chest waxed. I'll tell you about that. You can get that done on board. You know, it's great. You name it, you can do it on a cruise ship. But the number one thing is about unpacking once and seeing multiple destinations and having fun. And NCL are all about the fun. They're all about enjoying a sumptuous cabin space with just you and your loved ones, and then getting out there and having fun and meeting people, because cruising is social, Sean, as you know.
And I've cruised with Norwegian Cruise Lines several times, and I just love the fact that, as you say, it is so relaxed, but the services are still extremely high. Great way to service.
Yeah, you haven't experienced decent service, particularly in the UK. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. Until you go on a cruise, you know, people smile when they serve you. They go the extra mile. They want to do little things for you. They want to ask and check that you are having a good time. It's such good value. It's such good service.
But we just saw that again, freestyle dining. You're not restricted to certain times or anything like that. You know, it's just like being at your best restaurants every night, and you just turn up and they'll find you a great table.
Absolutely, yeah. It's worked around you.
But we've got an amazing itinerary. It starts off with a flight over to Barcelona. And
lovely pronunciation there, Sean. Nice.
Was
nice
that all right?
Yep, love it. Bit of Spanish there.
I'm learning.
Yeah, it is. And then we're going out, relaxing day at sea, to enjoy that ship and all the entertainment and the dining on offer. Before you go into Naples, your first port of call, Sean, is Italy's most red-blooded city. It's incredible. It's one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. You can go to Pompeii, you can go to Herculaneum if you love your history. You can go over to the jet-set island to Capri, see how the other half live with those big yachts and gorgeous villas along this mountainous coastline. You can explore the Amalfi Coast, breathe in the lemon and orange blossoms. And, of course, you can go and enjoy pizza in the place it was invented, in Naples itself, and apparently Italy's strongest coffee.
Yeah. I had coffee, it was wonderful.
Amazing, amazing.
Kept me going all cruise.
All cruise. Then you're going on, and we're going to Rome, the Eternal City. I mean, it's Civitavecchia, it's a couple of hours in, but definitely go and do it. Go and say hello to His Holiness the Pope. He'll be happy to see you. And, of course, to welcome you into this amazing city full of fountains, full of history, including the Sistine Chapel, you know, walking through the Roman Forum in the footsteps of Julius Caesar, standing in that mighty Colosseum where the gladiators fought to the death for the pleasure of the crowds. You know, it's a wonderful place. I always say to you, stand up, don't sit down if you're going to eat out, because you get half the price if you stand up. You get local price. If you sit down, you get tourist price. And the other great thing is to see the view from the Spanish Steps. It's incredible.
And then the Port of Livorno, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to cover that later in the show, but it's an amazing place to go and see the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Florence. Then you go through to France now. The next country, Cannes. Wow, we all know about this. We know about the Cannes Film Festival, don't we? We know about the celebrities and the fantastic prints into the concrete there. But this is there's also the old harbour, St Pierre, which has a flotilla of shopping boats. And you've shopping boats? Fishing boats was the word I wanted there. And, of course, you've got the wonderful sidewalk cafe culture and all the glitzy designer cafes and restaurants.
Wonderful place.
Then we're going through to Palma. This is a great Mediterranean port that blends Gothic and Mediterranean and Moorish and Renaissance styles. It's got an amazing waterfront that you can walk down from the ship to the great cathedral, which overlooks, you're seeing it here, the whole city. And behind there is a labyrinth of cobblestone walkways where you can go and get tapas, the wonderful kind of gambas alioli, you know, the prawns and the oil in the clay pots, maybe with a little hint of chili. You can head out to an amazing selection of different beaches, head into the Tramontura Mountains, the wonderful limestone mountains, and of course this is Boulevard de Born. It's a beautiful shaded boulevard behind the cathedral, and there you can get hot chocolate and esmeralda, which is their version of the croissant.
Now, your holiday hasn't finished there, because you disembark in Barcelona, but it gets really even more exciting now, because you're going to be transferred from port to a hotel for 2 nights stay, and then you've got an escorted transfer from the hotel to the circuit to watch the Barcelona
Fasten your seatbelts.
Yes.
It's going to be fun. It's incredible.
So the F1 Grand Prix, that's included?
The F1 Grand Prix, you've got grandstand tickets, Sean.
Have you?
So it's an amazing deal, this. It really, really is very popular. And of course, this deal is brand new for 2016. We did something similar for this year, and it sold so well. There's so much of a demand, but you do need to get in quick on it. This is a great chance not only to enjoy Barcelona, as you know, that wonderful city which kind of Gaudi made so famous with his wonderful quirky architecture and those wonderful swirls. You've got got Las Ramblas you can wander down. You've got the Lou Camp, the history of football there. You've got so much to see and do, including great beaches, Barceloneta.
Yeah, you forget those, don't you?
You do.
Yeah.
The best urban beaches in the world, according to National Geographic magazine. It's a great city just to sit and relax, watch the world go past in a cafe. You could even go and sit in Picasso's old cafe in the Gothic Quarter, which is El Quatre Cats, if you want to. Great for dining, but again, the Formula One is your thing here. You've got a grandstand seat to go and watch the Formula One, to see those cars racing round the track.
And isn't it great that everything has been organised? Your cruise, your transfers, your ticket for the F1 Grand Prix there as well.
It's all for the price on the screen.
Yeah.
It's an incredibly good value, Sean, and it takes the stress out of holidays.
Well, let's just remind you of everything that is included on this one. Now, by the way, you will get a free all-inclusive drinks package when booking a balcony and above there, but that does expire on the 31st of May. So they've only got a few days. If you want that all-inclusive drinks package, if you're going for balcony, you need to book that before the 31st of May. Now, I forgot to mention, this is a fully escorted cruise and F1 experience, so that includes a free cocktail party on board as well. That's really nice. That means you've got really extra looked after throughout the duration of this trip.
And it's escorted, Sean, we should say here, by Planet Cruise team members.
Yes.
So, it's going to be hosted, a chance to chat to some of the people who talk to you down the phone, who sometimes you see on the sofa.
And, of course, you've got your ticket included and your return flight. So on. Now, very important, every cruise has its own ID number. It just makes it easy for you to search this on a website or, of course, when you're calling in tonight, 100938. Everything, by the way, is a free phone call away, 0800 840 1088, or, of course, the Planet Cruise website. But I really like Keith. But I love our next guest because this is Ruth from Celebrity Cruises. Ruth, we always adore having you here on the show.
Thank you. It's lovely to be with you.
A rose between two thorns.
Oh, I'm glad you said it that way round, not the thorn between two roses.
Well, no, it's been rumoured, but that's not true.
Keith and I are both massive fans of Celebrity Cruises. We're going to speak about Keith's latest cruise in a few moments' time. But, Ruth, you've got two offers for us tonight, haven't you?
We have. We've got some brand newly reduced pricing. It's also our 25th anniversary this year as well.
Congratulations.
So it shows you what a modern and young company we are. Yeah, we're very excited.
Well, we were talking to Ruth just before the show. The price that we've got on the Celebrity Reflection, we think is the best price we've ever seen for a 10-night cruise.
Yeah, I've never seen it this low. I know. Look at the screen. 999 for Celebrity.
Well, let's have a little look at the experience.
Yes.
So talk us through that.
Well, Celebrity has the youngest and best fleet in Europe, and in fact, Celebrity Reflection was voted best ship sailing in the Mediterranean in 2014, so we're delighted by that. And Ben Fogel has created some exclusive shore excursions. He's our destination ambassador. So in Istanbul, for example, you could visit a 16th century mosque, then go to the spice market, and then cook with a local chef a 6-course lunch.
Really?
And then eat it. Or in an Italian gelateria, learn how to make real Italian ice cream. These are fantastic things to do.
Oh, my word. Love to do
really
that.
Special.
But the ship herself is stunning, the Celebrity Reflection. I mean, she's actually, I'm going to say, I think she's my favourite ship. She is.
Well, she's a baby as well. She's only 2.5, so she's still a very young ship.
She's a baby like me, Ruth.
Oh.
Oh, it's a comedy.
But let's talk about this class of ship.
Well, there are 5 of them, and we're featuring 2 of them tonight, Reflection and Equinox, and they have so many unique features.
And they're Solstice class.
They are dining. There you can see our crystal wine tower in our main restaurant. Dining is so important to us, whether it is the main restaurant, our specialty restaurants, Blue for our aqua class guests, or casual dining, being it in the buffet or our beautiful creperie bistro on 5. There's also our iconic lawn club with half an acre of real lawn. Now, Equinox, which you'll see shortly, features that lovely hot glass show, again unique, but Reflection has the superb lawn club grill, where you can actually grill alongside the chef. And then the entertainment, well, we've just announced we're launching 18 new shows in 18 months. Massive investment, aerial acrobats, music, dancing, and also eye magic. And entertainment is going to pop up to surprise and delight you when you least expect it.
And Ruth, your staterooms are exquisite.
They are beautifully designed by a team of 5 ladies, 85% have their own private balcony, and the balconies are so spacious. There's fog-free mirrors in the bathroom, there's bathrobes in every stateroom. They are so comfortable, you almost never want to leave.
That was my only complaint. I couldn't write my name in the on the bathroom glass. You know, I love doing that, steaming the bathroom up, then writing my name.
Well, actually, it's normally something that the guys love, fog-free mirrors, because us ladies come out,
I do love it, yeah,
steam
exactly.
the bathroom up, and then the guys can't see to shave.
This is
So
it.
we put fog-free mirrors in.
It was great. It was great.
But honestly, everything, we cannot fault the celebrity experience, but the itinerary on this one is very special.
It is superb, the Eastern Mediterranean.
Well, keep talking through.
Here we go. OK, so flying from London over to Rome, the Eternal City, 10 nights cruising on board that magical ship that Ruth explained. And, of course, your first port of call is Messina. This is your chance to go through to Sicily, the land of the Godfathers, the land of people like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. You can follow their footsteps and go around some of the charming Sicilian villages, try some of that wonderful olive oil ice cream. Sounds weird, tastes delicious, definitely try it. Now, of course, the big thing about this particular island is getting a chance to go up to Taormina. It's probably the most charming town in Sicily, and of course it's got a Greek theatre where you see the wonderful mountain Etna framed, almost like a picture. It's incredible. OK, relaxing day at sea before we go to Mykonos. This is living proof that picture postcard destinations do actually exist. It's loved by millionaires, by backpackers, it's loved by Sean Ryan, it's loved by myself and Ruth. And the actual place where you dock Chorda was designed to confuse pirates, and it's a great chance to just wander around, sit in a taverna, go and relax on some of the beaches, the Super Paradise Beach if you really want to open your eyes to something a little bit different, and just enjoy some of the 16th century dormant windmills. Then we're moving on. We're going on now through to Ephesus. Kusadasi, the land of a genuine fake. You can buy anything, just don't believe that it's actually authentic. Okay.
Well, you can get some great bargains.
You can get some great bargains, and it looks good. No one knows. No one knows the difference.
I know.
Now, this is Ephesus. It's a great place to go. It's probably the best preserved classical city in the Mediterranean, and people like Alexander the Great, the Virgin Mary, and many others have lived here. If you love history, I'd recommend it. Okay, then we're going through to Rhodes. This island basks in more hours of sunshine than any other Greek island. It's got a fascinating past. The main city where you're going to dock by was built by the Knights of St John, also known as the Hospitallers. You can go down here to Lindos. That gives you one of the best views in the whole of Greece. It's incredible. But just walk around the old town, go through the Virgin's Gate if you can, and just enjoy the charming old world kind of 14th century sandstone buildings with the coats of arms chiselled over the top. You feel like a knight in armour with your maid walking alongside you, if you're lucky. Okay, then you go through to Santorini. It's a place of mythological beauty. It's basically a volcano. It's blown its top. It's filled with water. You sail into it. It's probably the most magical experience, I believe, in the whole of the Eastern Mediterranean. You've got these sugar cube houses peppering the top with these blue domes. You've got black sand beaches, white sand beaches. Take the cable car up. Don't use the donkeys. Walk along the top all the way to
definitely don't take the donkey down. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it is, because they know they're getting fed.
They
and
do.
They go really quickly.
It's so fast.
It
It'll
really
frighten
is.
you to death.
And there's great wine as well in Santorini. Sweet, sweet wines. Okay, then Athens. We've already covered. We're going to cover Athens a little bit later, so don't worry about that. A relaxing day at sea, and Naples we've already talked about before we head back to Rome. Again, if you do want any more information on any of these ports, get in touch via social media. We can give that to you.
And Naples is where Brandy's is, and I always recommend everyone goes to Brandy's because that's where pizza was invented.
Absolutely.
I always
Really?
go. It's amazing pizza.
Birthplace of pizza.
It is.
Beautiful.
I still think the
Absolutely.
pizza on the ship might be even better there.
Exactly.
Now, what's included? Well, first of all, I forgot to mention, you will get a free case of wine delivered to your home per booking tonight. A free upgrade from interior to balcony, if you book the 19th of June. That is amazing.
It is, to get an inside and outside or a balcony all for the same price. That is incredible.
Again, an upgrade from the ocean route to the balcony if you book the 21st of August, and return flights from London, Birmingham and Manchester on selected dates as well. Now, we really want to show you the pricing chart because, Ruth, the destinations are so incredible. It's really worth trying to go for balcony. If you go for the lead date, it's only £200 more, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Over 10 nights, that's £20 a night. Why wouldn't you? And there are some beautiful sail-ins and sail-aways. Have breakfast delivered to your balcony every morning. It's just magical.
And Ruth, you know, you've been working for Celebrity for many years. You've been on the show dozens of times. Is this the best price you've seen for this
I
ship?
have never seen Celebrity Reflection at $9.99 ever.
And this is peak season, of course.
It is, absolutely, right through July and August. We have later dates in September and October available as well. But as you can see, less than £200 to upgrade to a balcony on some dates is absolutely incredible.
You do need to call ideally tonight just to make sure you get your cabin. And by the way, we also can offer you celebrity concierge class. And I've done concierge a couple of times. Oh, the extras are amazing.
They certainly are. Yes, you get priority check-in, but you also get priority reservations in the restaurant. My favourite, of course, is the sparkling wine, fresh fruit, flowers. There are canopies delivered to your stateroom every evening before dinner, because we know there's not a lot to eat on a cruise, really, let's be honest. You get a tote bag. There are so many lovely
Custom
extras.
blended shower gel every
Exactly.
time.
And a pillow menu. There's a long list of different types of pillows.
Again, just give us a call and Planet Cruise will talk you through those as well.
I never got that. I never managed to hold pillow. I always give up halfway through. I don't know how you're supposed to eat those pillows,
But I must just tell you that it's our 25th anniversary, so on some dates on Celebrity Reflection, we're actually going to offer free drinks and $400 to spend on board, and the upgrade amount on a balcony is only about £150 for the whole 10-night sailing. So when you call in, please ask what it will cost to upgrade to our 25th anniversary offer, because the value is incredible.
That does sound good, doesn't it? Well, the ID number is there on the screen, of course, which is 78629. So give us a call right now. That is going to fly. It really is. But we have a second offer from Celebrity. We have such a great show tonight. And this one is on board the Celebrity Equinox. Before we show you the ship and everything, let's just give you an idea of the service with Celebrity as well. Ruth, we cannot fault your service.
It's exceptional on board Celebrity, and everything is hand prepared, even at our Ocean View Cafe. Everything is hand prepared for each guest. If you'd like breakfast delivered on your balcony every morning, it's complimentary. We greet everyone as they step on board with a glass of complimentary champagne. In every port of call around the world, we welcome guests back with complimentary juice, iced water, chilled towels. It's those little extras that make modern luxury.
Now, I've just booked my next Celebrity cruise in November.
Good.
Of course I have.
2 fans I have this evening.
I'm going to probably book. I'll be looking to book one with the lady. Yeah. I'm thinking so,
With the what?
With the lady.
The new girlfriend. And it's not me, Sean. I'm gutted. It's not me.
Oh, it's a reveal.
It's not you.
No,
we haven't
I'm
got time.
gutted.
EastEnders.
I know. It's the first time Keith said that in the 7 years I've worked with him. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But
Keith, actually, he wants to book this cruise.
Do you, Keith? No, you've just come back from your hosted Celebrity cruise.
Oh, it was amazing. It really was amazing. Cruise with Keith, and I met so many amazing people. But you know what? The most amazing thing was the ship itself, the crew on board. I mean, one day there was wonderful apple pie, and they didn't have custard on the menu. There was only ice cream, so I asked, can we get custard? Sure enough, 2 minutes later, freshly made custard just for me came out. It was little touches like that that were so incredible. Beyond that, the food, I got beaten for the first time in my life. We dined in cuisine, and they keep on bringing food until you say no more. And literally, I gave up. Gavin, the cameraman, carried on, had pudding, had 2 of the cupcakes and a whole chocolate.
Lovely.
I was completely gone. It was amazing. The service, the entertainment was amazing. Aerialists and all the shows.
Yes.
Live music everywhere you go. Loads of events in the atrium as well. The kind of the dancing with the officers, which was really good fun. Egg drop was strangely fascinating, where they drop eggs from the top and you have to stop it smashing as it gets to the bottom. Sounds really silly, but it was such good fun.
And
it really was.
Did you see the aerial acrobats and trapeze artists and the gymnasts just suddenly appear in the atrium and start performing? And everybody just congregates, and the atmosphere is wonderful.
And by there, the Martini Bar, which is probably the best place on the whole ship, when they do the flight, I mean, you'll see later in the footage, we'll be releasing it soon, where they fill up about 12, 15 glasses at the same time.
Keith, I know both of us could talk forever about this subject, but we are gonna have to show you the great destinations. So it starts off with the flight over to Istanbul, doesn't it, Keith?
It does.
It really does, yeah. And you've got an overnight straight away on the ship, and then you get the next day in Istanbul, which is in stunning city. There's so much to do here. The Blue Mosque, of course, is incredible. You'll hear the call to prayer wafting over the airwaves. You also get a chance to see the first Christian cathedral, the Hagia Sophia. Go and see how the Harem lived in Topkapi Palace. Go and haggle in this giant souk, the Grand Bazaar. 400,000 different stalls. The lamps are beautiful. I used to get suits made for me there. But I would recommend going to the Roman aqueducts, which are incredible. They filmed some of the Bond films down there. They're really atmospheric. And then you've got to sail out of here. You've got to sail out, and it's incredible. It's the most amazing sail out. Probably it's in my top 3 in the whole world.
It is.
You'll sail down the Bosphorus, past the Gallipoli Peninsula, past where the ancient city of Troy was located, before you come down the coast to Kustasi. We've already talked about Custardassi. So we're going to move on, but then you go to Mykonos, and again, we've already talked about Mykonos. It's that volcano. It's hollowed out, which is incredible.
Fishing village.
Fishing villages.
Beautiful
it's beautiful
tavernas.
chance. It's an incredible place to go and enjoy. And then you go through to Athens. Now, Athens is an incredible place. You've got the mighty Acropolis, of course, with the Parthenon, which has stood for over 2,000 years, sitting sun-bleached on the top. In the foothills around there, it's bursting with little tavernas where you can sit down and you can get some lovely Greek salad and try some of the tzatziki. Go shopping. It's a great place to shop, definitely in Athens. Go and see the changing of the guard, the skirted guard. They do the high kicking. Go over through to the Corinth Canal if you want a bit of history there, about the waterways. And, of course, big thing to do, walk down the ancient Agora, people like Socrates and Plato, where democracy was born. OK, we're going to move on. Forgive the pace, but we've got so much to get in. Relaxing day at sea to enjoy that amazing ship before we go to Kotor. This is such a great itinerary. You're seeing east and west. Kotor, gorgeous medieval walled city with World Heritage status. Sailing into it is stunning. It's surrounded by mountains. It's one of the most spectacular harbours. Be on deck 2 hours before you arrive. Walk the walls of the city itself for even better views. Explore inside. It's full of little palaces and fountains. Really beautiful. And go and do the wine road if you can, particularly if you like your vino, which I know all three of us do.
And they call it the Norwegian fjords of the Mediterranean, don't they?
They do indeed, and with very good reason. Dubrovnik next, another amazing walled city. It's great for walkers, great for culture. Game of Thrones is filmed here. You may even catch them filming the next series. They let you watch, and it kind of flows around. And you get a great opportunity here for you to. It's 1.4 miles walking round. I also recommend just sitting down, if you can, in one of the many bars and trying some of the. I love the local squid ink rice that they do. They're kind of risottos. It's very similar to Italian cuisine, Croatian cuisine. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you take an excursion over to Kavtat, which is where Wallace Simpson and Edward VIII had their honeymoon.
Yes, and we actually have a Game of Thrones shore excursion as well. So you get to see all the history and culture, but from a Game of Thrones point of view.
Great
yeah,
thing
we
to
do. It's amazing.
Corfu's next, one of the most beautiful islands in the whole of the Mediterranean, and of course millions of olive trees gracing the hillside. Shakespeare set his magical play The Tempest here, of course, those fans of the Bard. You've got great views from the Bella Vista viewpoint. You've got the old town you can explore, which again is full of charm. Go and see the orchids in the old British cemetery. It's magical, enchanting and relaxing. And if you get a chance, go through to the Achillean Palace, which is where they filmed For Your Eyes Only. Really great place to go and enjoy. Relaxing day at sea before you go to Rome. We've already talked about Rome, and we're going to talk about the next port, Florence, later. But of course, we know about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You know about the magical city of Florence. And then you're going over to France, Nice, Queen of the Riviera. Great port. Gives you a great opportunity to do lots of different things. You can head back to Monte Carlo if you want to. You can go and see the world of, well, we've just had the Formula One, haven't we?
Exactly,
and go see how the millionaires live. But Nice itself is full of great beaches. You've got the English promenade, as it's known. You've got the old town full of meandering lanes edged by these tall houses and small alluring shops. It's a treasure trove of archaeological and fine art museums. And then you're going through to Marseille, France's second largest city, home to a magical harbour, the place where bolognese, this famous French stew, was invented. You get a little train up to here, the Notre Dame, what you just saw there. That gives you great views from the Notre Dame Basilica over the whole of the bay. Great for shopping, and also great because you can go over to Chateau d'Elf, which is where the Count of Monte Cristo was apparently imprisoned. Great little tour if you want to do that. Look at that itinerary. I mean, I've had to be so quick.
It is my favourite itinerary that we have. It's a one-off date, but this gives you, to me, the whole of the Mediterranean in 2 weeks.
And we have an outstanding price. Now, this is an exclusive offer. We'll also send you that free case of wine per booking to your home as well. Now, very important, the upgrade from Ocean View to balcony is free. So that means that you could get a balcony tonight for $1,299.
I know.
It's amazing.
I know. It's incredible. The interior price at $1,099. A Celebrity Equinox, £78 per person per night. And the free upgrade to a balcony, less than £93 per person per night.
And this is peak season, the 24th of August.
Is.
The ID number there is 78680 there as well.
Definitely my favourite.
Now, I'm going to say goodbye to Ruth. We absolutely love the Celebrity brand. 5-star modern luxury at its best. Multi-award winning.
We are.
Yes.
We certainly are. And we love that you love it.
And Keith needs to get back to his new lady, apparently. So, Keith, you're going to be leaving us now as well, aren't you?
I am going to be leaving as well. That's right, yes.
So, We will see you next week, though. Thank you
It's been
so
great.
much.
Thank you, Sean.
I need to know all the gossip. But we've also, you can actually meet Keith and I at the Planet Cruise Holiday Show as well.
And me.
And Ruth's going to be there as well. Free entry. You can meet over 30 cruise lines, and we've got exclusive deals as well. There's a date there if you want to join us, because we had a great time last year. This is going to be even a bigger event. You can see all the details on the Planet Cruise website as well. But honestly, the deals are great there, free entry, and you get to meet Keith and I and the whole team as well. And we'd love you to vote for us as well in the Cruise International Awards as well. So Cruise International have nominated Planet Cruise for the Best Travel Agent Award. If you'd like to vote for us, we'd really appreciate a vote. Go to the cruise-international.com/awards website and vote for Planet Cruise. We'd really appreciate your votes, of course. But Keith's gone to see his girlfriend, so we're going to be joined now by Glenn, another regular guest on the show. And Glenn, you work for Planet Cruise, don't you?
I do, yeah. How are you, mate? Nice to have you back on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So you're one of the guys that helps our customers choose their cruises,
I'm
aren't
normally
you?
the one at the end of the phone, so
Yeah.
normally the people will be phoning me tonight. But the team are there, they're in the office ready to take the calls, so they've let me out the office tonight to come and have a
Right,
chat
well,
with
it's
you guys.
lovely to have you on the show,
Thank you
as well.
very much.
And you've brought some great deals, haven't you?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about 3 deals this evening, 3 very, very different deals, different prices, different places to visit, and I think there'll be really, really exciting and great prices on there for us.
Well, we're going to start off with Royal Caribbean, aren't we?
We are. We're going to start on Royal Caribbean. We're going to be doing a Far East Vietnam cruise on the Mariner of the Seas.
Now, before we show you the stunning ship, we're actually gonna fly you over to Bali, and you're going to stay there for 5 nights in a 5-star beach hotel, aren't you? Can we see that? Oh, here we go.
Bali is my favourite destination. I'm
Is it?
fortunate enough to have visited about 6 times last year when it was my last cruise destination that I went to. Working
Showing
on a
off
ship.
now.
I know. And I've also holidayed there. You've got Kuta, you've got Ubud there as well. Great places to go and see. Prices are phenomenal as well. But you've got the hotel stay there on the beach.
What's a 5-star hotel like in Bali on the beach?
Stunning.
Yeah.
Paradise. Absolutely beautiful. You've got all the service and standards there for you. You can relax on the beach. Very easy then to get into some of the nearing villages and towns. Very, very cheap when you're out and about as well. But Bali is phenomenal. It is paradise, and as I said, my favourite destination in the world.
I mean, look at this.
Beautiful places to go and see. You can just relax out on that balcony, sit on the beaches there as well, and just take it easy. And it's a lovely way to just recuperate after a long flight, relax on the beach before getting ready for the next part of this.
I mean, I think you'll agree. What an amazing start to this.
And a great chance to go and see things. You can do elephant trekking there. You can go and see some of the temples, or as I say, just relax and do nothing at all.
I haven't been to Bali, and it is on my wish list. Then you're transferred from the hotel to the airport. You've got a flight over to Singapore, and then you've got 2 nights. I remember this is a bespoke package with Planet Cruise in, again, a 5-star hotel.
Yeah, so then we're doing it a little bit different this one. So we've started off in Bali. You're wondering when we're going to get to the cruise. We're going to still do 2 days in Singapore first. Relax in Singapore, great place to go and see. Chance to visit Raffles. You can go over to Sentosa Island, take the cable car over there. They've got Universal Studios. A little bit more expensive than Bali, so just be aware of that, but the shopping is phenomenal, second to none. But again, you've got 2 nights to see the new Marina Bay Hotel.
I'd love that.
Oh, I've actually been in the swimming pool at the top there, and the views are amazing as you look over the top there.
I'm getting so envious.
Oh, it's great. It's phenomenal.
I would love to book this one, I really would.
But it's very, very different from Bali, so Bali and Singapore do differ, so it's a nice way to start your cruise there.
Lovely contrast on those two. And then your cruise begins, of course. And here's a taster of what life's going to be like on board this stunning ship. Now, my first cruise was with Royal Caribbean. I've cruised them many times. They're a great brand, aren't they?
Yeah, I've been very, very fortunate. I actually managed to get on one of their sister ships, the Anthem, for the inaugural last month, which was nice. You know, another perk of the job. And I hadn't been on Royal Caribbean. I was so impressed. Such a great brand. Really, really, it caters for all the needs on there, so all ages. Beautiful ship, Mariner of the Seas, one of the big ones they have. You've got the ice skating rink, you've got the rock climbing, things to keep you occupied while you've got a couple of days at sea there as well. And of course,
and there's a rock climbing there.
So you get a chance to wear those silly helmets and go up and down the wall.
I got halfway up.
What, you bottled it, did you?
No, I just ran out of strength. My arms went.
But you can do all the activities to keep you occupied on there. And again, as I said, you've got the ice skating rink.
I tried the ice skating. I was rubbish, but the shows were incredible.
Yeah, they do the shows on there as well, so you have the opportunity to see those.
Oh, that's
one of that was you.
Oh, there's the shows.
And then you've got the shows on there as well. So as I said, you've got the opportunity to go and see just something different.
Yeah.
These ships are changing all the time. We talked about the Epic earlier, which is what they're doing on there. Royal Caribbean are doing different things as well.
And we guarantee for anyone that's never been on a cruise and thinks, oh, I might be bored. It's actually the most ridiculous thing to say.
You can never be bored on a cruise ship. The dining on there is second to none as well. You're looked after 24 hours a day. The staff there, multicultural, multinational staff on there, cater for all the needs, and they bring their experience and their cuisine knowledge, so you get to try all the different cuisines on there as well.
Honestly, I love cruise holidays. I really do.
No
and I know you will.
in a ship.
And I think when you are, we're going to show you the itinerary now, because I think when you are travelling, to maybe places that you don't know very well, a cruise holiday makes it so easy for you. So our first day is at sea, isn't it?
That's right. So remember, you've already been out there for 7 or 8 days, because you've already had the stays in Bali. You've had the Singapore, then you move on to the ship as well. You've got a sea day just to explore the vessel itself. So they are huge vessels there anyway, so it gives you plenty of time to go and have a look around there before we head into Bangkok. Now, Bangkok is a phenomenal place if you've never been there before. A few reputations going on about Bangkok if you've never been there before. Make sure you're going out and explore. Amazing temples, beautiful markets to go and see. But you've got 2 days there. You've got an overnight in Bangkok.
So you're not going to be rushed?
No, so you can go off the ship in the morning, you can go out for dinner in the evening, see a bit of the nightlife there in Bangkok, and then if you want to, you can head back whatever time you want, and you've still got another day to explore. Great bargaining for shopping and things like that for you as well.
Then, a day at sea. And again, the days at sea are fantastic. There's so much to do on the ship. And we're making our way over to Ho Chi Minh, aren't we?
Ho Chi Minh City. Again, slightly different from Thailand, into Vietnam now. Again, one of the places, unfortunately, I've not visited, and it's on my bucket list to go and see it. But again, down in Ho Chi Minh City, you've got a chance to go to the Cu Chi tunnels, and obviously Vietnam synonymous with, obviously, the war. So there'll be a lot of information about that as well. If you don't want to go into that, you've got the beaches down there as well. You can experience some of those, but I would recommend a trip to the tunnels. Again, we've been speaking about this week in the office, and that's going to be one of the highlights. And Vietnam is becoming so popular now to go and visit.
Well, a final day at sea. Just make the most of that last day on board that stunning ship. Back to Singapore, where you disembark, and of course you've got your flights back home based on London flights. I think you'll agree, Glenn. I mean, you work in the office, you see the deals on a daily basis. The price here is outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, you've got flights, you've got stays in Bali, stays in Singapore, both in 5-star hotels. You've got a cruise as well into Vietnam, and look at the prices, absolutely phenomenal.
And we have got, by the way, I'll show you the upgrades in a moment, but you've got a free upgrade from Interior to Ocean View when booking the 14th of October sailing. Let's share that pricing grid, because honestly, again, great upgrades. You can see there, you're paying the same for an Ocean View if you go for the 14th of October. 21st of October, it's only £50 more to get all of that natural light into your stateroom, and even just £100 more on the 28th of October. The balcony price is very competitive there as well. I think that one's good. I think we're going to have such a busy show tonight, actually. And just to remind you, the ID number there is 95251. Just while we've got Glenn here, because Glenn said does work in the call centre, he takes your calls. Is it always good to call early if you can? Do things sell out and
it is?
Prices
and
go up?
unfortunately, we do get people that sometimes see this and then they think they have a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. They think they're going to book it, and then they wait, and then the deals go or the prices go up. Yeah. We only have a certain amount of cabins, the flights and things like that, so they have to get in as quick as possible.
So the deals tonight, they're based on certain staterooms that you've got reserved, flights you've got reserved.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we can package anything together for people, but the longer you leave it, then we can't guarantee those prices.
Yeah.
Whereas if you book this evening, you know you're going to get those prices. The team are in there to help and assist. So we can also do extensions. We can add nights in. We can take nights off. We can look at regional airports for you as well. We try to cater for your needs to come within the price that we're selling.
So don't be scared of calling. Great team. Glenn and his team are there to help you. Now, when it comes to great food, the next cruise is with Oceania, and they're known for having the best food at sea, aren't they?
Oceania, I would say, is a 6-star deluxe cruising. There are certain vessels and certain companies, and Oceania is one of the top. Superb.
Our Keith was on board a little while ago. I was on board last year, stunning, but here's Keith to tell you more.
In 2003, two of Luxury Cruises' biggest names teamed up to create one of the best value-for-money options in cruising. A destination-intensive, floating hotel experience with top-notch food and superior service. Welcome to a cruise line for enthusiastic foodies, where you can have whatever you want, whenever you want. This is value without compromise. This is Oceania Cruises. Oceania have an open seating dining experience where all the specialty restaurants are complimentary with no hidden fees. But what's truly impressive is the quality of the ingredients, with the beef and the lamb sourced from their own farm in Colorado and the seafood from their own farm in Maine. It's a culinary journey you will never ever want to end. When you cruise with Oceania, unlimited complimentary soft drinks, bottled water, specialty coffees, teas and juices are all included in the price on every sailing. And if, like me, you're a coffee lover, then this is definitely the cruise line for you, with the legendary Illy coffee served all day and night here from baristas. If you're a lover of the arts, then you're going to find the entertainment both engrossing and exciting. You can attend a live classical concert under the stars, or marvel at magicians and comedians, or soak up a fantastic show. The award-winning Canyon Ranch Spa has been the acknowledged world leader in healthy living expertise, and a haven of luxury and comfort and warmth for over 30 years. And it's no surprise then that they chose Oceania Cruises as the perfect partner. And on board all the ships you can relax in open-air whirlpools, indulge in detoxifying body wraps, or enjoy the latest Eastern treatments such as shiatsu, reflexology and acupuncture. The generous proportions of Oceania Cruises suites and staterooms are the ultimate in luxury. You can plump the goose-down pillows of your prestige tranquility bed, or breathe in the fresh sea air on your private teak veranda. Whatever it is, Oceania suites feature oversized living and dining areas, as well as marble and granite-clad bathrooms and bathtubs.
I mean, such an opulent brand. And should mention as well, the price on the screen is for balcony, and tips are included as well, aren't they?
Tips are included on this one as well, and we've got a little Brucey bonus on there as well. But this is actually including free business class flights from London on this one.
Say that again.
Free business class flights from London.
Yeah.
So then I said to her, we're taking it to the next level.
Hey.
We've got business class flights on top.
Believe me, this is another
We're not mucking
outstanding
about tonight, Sean.
We're not. So anyway, let's show you where you're going to be cruising to and flying to. First of all, the flight is over to Barcelona, isn't it?
It is into Barcelona, yeah. And then we've got a very short sail from there to Palamos. Palamos I've been to a couple of times on the ship. It's sometimes used as an alternative port into Barcelona, but it's going to be a stop on this one. Fantastic beaches there, really, really fabulous. But again, if you don't get the chance to sort of see Barcelona, obviously on the day that you arrive, you could use this as the gateway back into Barcelona. About an hour and a half's drive away, so you've got to put a bit more time on your tours there for you. But again, even if you just want to spend some time in Palamos, they have got the beautiful beaches down there as well. Nice time of year to go, so you might just want to chill out there and have a relax.
And I know with Oceania, quite often they will find you some of the more exclusive ports that the main liners won't go to.
They tend to do things a little bit different.
Yeah.
They tend not go into the same ports that all the other ships go in. They try to just keep it a little bit fresh and a little bit different.
So lovely to get to see that.
Exactly.
Marseille is next, isn't it?
Marseille, I think we've already talked about that a little bit down in France from there. Beautiful port of call. Nice again if you just want to stroll around and sort of mingle with the rich and famous. But again, one of my favourite ports of call is coming up next, and that's going on to Saint-Tropez.
Why is it your favourite then, Glenn?
It's because it's my sort of people. It's, you know, Millionaire Row down there. And no, I mean, it's down in the south of France. The south of France at the moment is the most talked about place in the world at the moment. They've just had, obviously, the Grand Prix, which we were talking about earlier, and of course they've had the Cannes Film Festival. So when you're down there, you know, there's a number of ports down there, but Saint-Tropez is beautiful.
And it's just nice to people watch, isn't it? And sit and have a coffee.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It was synonymous with Brigitte Bardot and the rich and famous down there. Just sit along the main front, have a coffee. That'll only set you back about 30 or 40 quid, and just take in the rich and famous and the lifestyle down there for you as well.
Now, a chance to visit Florence or Pisa from Livorno next.
Yeah, now Livorno's, for those of you who haven't been to Livorno before, Livorno's okay. You can walk into town from Livorno as well. But really, if you haven't been there before, I would advise taking a tour or going out to Florence and Pisa. Again, of course, we do excursions, so we can do them normally 60% cheaper. So it's
actually, the one I did with you from this part, it took me to Pisa, then over to Lucca.
Yeah, Lucca's beautiful.
It was really nice.
Beautiful part. But for most people, they tend to want to see, obviously, Florence. You've got the Duomo there, you've got the Ponte Vecchia. Again, with the tour, you have a little bit of a tour with the guide, and then they give you about 2 or 3 hours to go and explore yourself, which is quite nice, because you don't want to be with the guide the whole time.
And again, ask the call centre about any excursions. We can do them at really great prices. Call centre open until 10:30 tonight, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, by the way.
Yeah.
Rome, we talked about Rome with Keith earlier on, and then it's La Spezia, isn't it?
La Spezia's back into Italy again. Now, again, with this one, you can go to Florence and Pisa from here as well. So, again, maybe you want a full day in Florence on the day that you go to Livorno, so why not use La Spezia as doing maybe your Pisa? You can go over to the Field of Dreams over there, go and see the Leaning Tower of Pisa, have your silly photo, pushing it back up again. So you've got a chance to do both if you want to spend a bit longer in both. But if not, go in to try some of the Italian cuisine. You've got the pasta and just, again, a bit of people watching on that one.
And then finally, you disembark in Monte Carlo, and you're transferred from the port to the airport and you fly back. But before we talk about your flight back, can we just see this beautiful ship one more time? I was on board her sister ship, say, last year, and just breathtaking. The standards are incredible.
It's phenomenal. You know, the Riviera is absolutely stunning. As I said to you, you are taking it to the next level. 6-star cruising on there as well.
We should say that sometimes you think, oh, it's, you know, when we're heading to that kind of level, it might be a little bit stuffy, but it's not at all.
Not
is
at all.
it?
Very informal. A lot of the people that tend to go on that are maybe business people and things like that that tend to want to relax. So they don't want that formality all the time. They want to be in a nice environment with the same people, you know, that they're used to mingling with, and they want to have, you know, a nice environment.
By the way, that's your stateroom there, the balcony. You're not going to get the interior, you get the balcony.
You get the balcony on that one for you, definitely. Or, as I said, you could possibly look at upgrading.
Yeah. Now, in terms of what's included, look at this. Now, this is amazing. Oceania are giving us really exclusive deals. Free return business class flights from London. So, you know, everything's going to be special from the very moment you get to the airport. You mentioned about that bonus. You get $250 on board spend.
$250 on board spend as well. And again, maybe you want to put that towards one of the drinks packages that are on board or one of the excursions. You can use that to spend on board, of course.
And, of course, free tips as well. So I had a wonderful time with Oceania. You have got the ID number there on the screen, 84379. Again, we know we're going to be so busy tonight, so give us a call as soon as you possibly can. But we have one final cruise for you. It's under £900, and hang on, we're away for the best part of 2 weeks on this one, aren't we? And we fly to Orlando, first of all, don't we?
Yeah, when we get these deals, sometimes we have hundreds of deals, and I don't always get to see every single one. I had a look at this, and I thought that could be one that we could go away for Christmas with the family. This deal is amazing. This is 13 nights to Orlando. Okay, we've got lots of perks going on with this one as well. Nice chance to maybe treat yourself before Christmas, to come back just before Christmas, or a great way to start the new year as well. Now, the thing with this, this is flights over to Orlando. Now, obviously, Funsville over there with all the theme parks. You've got 5 days over in Orlando. Of course, we're going to do accommodation as well. Accommodation will be included on that. Best way to get around, of course, is car hire. We're going to put that in the price as well. So
really?
You get the car hire included. So if you've been to Florida before, you've got Disney World and obviously Universal Studios. Not so easy to get to. So if you've got the car, perfect. Yeah. And we're going to throw that in the price.
And can I just say, the shopping is ridiculously cheap. There's quite a few shopping malls I know well there, and you can... Honestly, you could pick up designer clothes for literally a few dollars.
Absolutely fantastic. And as I said, that's a nice way to start the cruise. You've got 5 days to go and see some of the theme parks. If you've never been to Florida before, it's a 5-day package, which is great to give an insight into some of them.
I'm just doing the maths, because I know this part of the world very well. You've got your flights, you've got your car hire, you've got 5 nights in a hotel as well. Already, I'm thinking that's coming close to the $899. Then... you've got the most amazing cruise. So you drive from the hotel to Port Canaveral, don't you?
Port Canaveral, that's where you're going to pick up the Carnival Valor. And the Carnival are fantastic ships. They have a number of ships in their fleet now. Tend to be based out in the States and the Caribbean, in that region there. But phenomenal ships. Absolutely. Really cater for couples, families. They have it all on there for you. And the deals they do with Carnival at the moment are superb. They're some of the best valued prices, as you can see, $899.
And actually, that's for an ocean view as well.
That's with an ocean view as well. So you've got all that included with the cruise as well, down to the Mexican Riviera. They cater for all types. As I said, quite a mixed base. You've got the Brits over there, a lot of Americans on board as well. And as I said, they are fun, interesting ships. The shows they have there are phenomenal, as you can see. Top West End style shows or Broadway style shows for Carnival as well. And again, as I said, your dining is superb. I think people sometimes, especially British, don't tend to book Carnival as much. They tend to stick more with the British brands. I would go with Carnival tomorrow if I could. And as I said, the deal on there at the moment is amazing.
Well, it's actually ridiculous if you look at it. And you know, if you're thinking maybe you can't go away just before Christmas, we have got another date on the 4th of January. I'm looking at it, is the price?
Price is the same. So basically it's the price. So if you've had New Year, maybe had a couple of drinks and you think maybe I want to get away on holiday after New Year and start it with a bit of a bang, why not try one of this and go
so
out to
the same price for the 4th of January. I love going away to the Caribbean in January. It's amazing. So anyway, let's show you where you're going to be cruising to.
So this one's a little bit different. Many of you have been over to the Caribbean before, but this is taken in the Mexican Riviera. We're going to start down at Cozumel, an island in the Caribbean Sea, opposite Playa de Carmen on there as well. They have all the excursions on here that you could wish for. So quite water-based as well, as you can see. So if you're into your snorkeling, your catamarans, but they also do things like the ATV and the quads, zip lining, anything to keep you busy. If you want a bit more of a relax and take it easy, phenomenal beaches.
I was going to say, I had
you would do that, would you? Yeah. Just lay on the beach. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I like to be quite lazy sometimes in January. Just chill out,
I mean, it's a great time. So you've had the cruise, you've got off that day, but again, there's plenty to keep you occupied on that in Cozumel, and as I said, a very, very popular destination.
Where next then, Glenn?
We've got then off to Belize, again, another popular one of the islands there. You look at the scenery there. That's where you could be swimming in just before Christmas or just in the start of the new year. Again, you've got the Mayan temples there in this part of the world. This whole Mexican Riviera is, I think a lot of people haven't experienced that before. They may have been to some of the other Caribbean islands, the Barbados and Antigua. Try something a little bit different there for you, and that's definitely one to try.
Now, day 10.
Into Ratan in Honduras. Again, a lot of people I wouldn't have thought of being here before, but again, brilliant place here for you. Now, this is really famous for their scuba diving. If you're a qualified diver, or maybe you want to do a first dive there and learn to dive, you've got the opportunity to do that as well. Snorkeling as well, a lot of tours included on that. Chance to see the monkeys as well, and again, a chance to experience a little bit different of the Caribbean area around that part of the world.
Isn't this amazing at 899? And back to Mexico.
And then back to Mexico. We're going to finish in Costa Maya. Again, if you fancy yourself a little bit like an Indiana Jones, you've got the Mayan temples there. You've got the opportunity to go and do a little bit more, maybe cultural and exploring on this one, but a different sort of culture they have over there compared to the Caribbean way of life. But again, phenomenal to go and see the temples. And as I said, if you feel like a bit of an Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, you've got a chance to see that.
And then a final day at sea. Just enjoy that ship for one last day and one last night. Back to Port Canaveral, and then you, of course, fly from Orlando to the UK. Wow. Let's just share this fantastic ship. I mean, Carnival are a huge brand and so well respected.
A huge brand. Obviously, they're the sister company for many other companies, but Carnival, as I said, are phenomenal ships. They're investing all the time into new ships. There's new ones coming out all the time. But these do cater for all ages. Yes. Okay, so again, if you've got the kids, maybe you want to treat them just before Christmas, or if you want to go maybe as a couple and just want to experience that part of the world, they cater for everyone.
I mean, I think you'll agree. It is. There's your statement, by the way, for the ocean view, or for £100 more, go for the balcony as well. So let's just recap, because this is really good. You will get an upgrade tonight from inside to ocean view. Return flights based on Manchester on this one as well.
That's another big thing as well. You know, we base a lot of our packages on London, because that's where many of the flights go from. But of course, people phone us up from up north and say, where can we fly from?
Yeah.
This one's based from Manchester.
I'm a northerner, so I like to see Manchester on the screen there. We've got flights available from all the UK airports, so as Glenn said, supplements may apply for this, but this is based on the Manchester flight, and you are going to get a 5-night stay, a pre-stay in Orlando, and you're going to get a 6-day car hire included, as well as that cruise. Amazing value. It's ID 100455 there. Wow, what a show. I have to say, favourite show of the week to present. So what I'm going to do is just recap the 6 cruises that we featured live this Tuesday evening with Planet Cruise. So we started off with Norwegian Cruise Line. This is a ship I've always wanted to be on, actually, the Norwegian Epic. And it is your chance of having a fully escorted cruise with Planet Cruise, of course, as well. Now, you get a free all-inclusive drinks package when booking a balcony. That offer finishes on the 31st of May, so only a few days to get that. It's fully escorted, as I mentioned, and this includes your F1 experience and a free cocktail party. So you will meet members from the Planet Cruise team as well. The grandstand ticket there to watch the Barcelona F1 Grand Prix, and return flights from London as well. The ID number 100938, and there's the ports of call as well. Then our lovely Ruth from Celebrity, she really gave us a taster of 5-star modern luxury. So the first one, and she reckoned this is the best price she's ever seen for the Celebrity Reflection. I have to say my favourite ship really is, starting at $999 tonight. Now, it's an exclusive offer. You also get a free case of wine per booking, a free upgrade from interior to balcony if you book the 19th of June, or an upgrade from the ocean view to balcony when booking the 21st of August. Return flights based on London, Birmingham and Manchester on selected dates there. ID number 78629, and what an amazing itinerary. That's wonderful. Yeah, really good. And then our second Celebrity cruise was on board the Celebrity Equinox. Both of these are Solstice class, by the way. Again, it's an exclusive offer. You get the free case of wine, the free upgrade from ocean view to balcony. In fact, the balcony price on that one, I will just remind myself, was $1299, which is amazing for a 40-night cruise on the 24th of August there as well. ID number 78680. Look at that. Then Glenn joined us for Royal Caribbean, and this is the Mariner of the Seas. 60 nights, you get to see so much on this one, don't you?
It's an amazing price for going down that part of the world. Thailand and Vietnam, beach stays in Bali for that price is brilliant.
And again, free upgrades from interior to ocean view, return flights based on London Heathrow, and you get that 5-night beach stay, remember, in that luxury hotel in Bali as well, and 2 nights in a 5-star hotel in Singapore, so you get to do so much, and that's ID number 95251. I'd love to do that, I really would. Now, Oceania, we're talking exquisite luxury. This is a premium brand, and we're giving you the most incredible cruise from Monte Carlo to Barcelona. We're giving you free tips in this one. You're getting free onboard spend, and the return flights are business class flights, so everything is perfect on that one, isn't it?
Very, very good. As I said, top level on that one, and again, the price there is phenomenal with the business class flights.
And the ID number 84379. And then how about this to finish the show? Carnival Cruises, a trip away for nearly 2 weeks for under £900. So you get a free upgrade from inside to ocean view. Return flights, they're based on Manchester for this one, and you get 5 nights in a gorgeous hotel in Orlando. You get your car hire, and then that brilliant cruise at the end, which is an 8-night cruise. ID number 100455. Wow. Now, just to remind you, we also have another show this Friday at 11 o'clock. Is that Justin or you?
Justin's going to be on that one. I've got to go back to work on that one.
So you'll be taking the calls on Friday. Yeah. But don't forget, we've got a great show on Friday at 11 a.m. And as ever, we love you to be part of the show and to get interactive. You can tweet us, you can search Planet Cruise on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, or email us hello@planetcruise.co.uk. And I want to remind you that you can also join us here in the studio, potentially. And this is going to be to celebrate our 400th Planet Cruise TV show. So 6 winners and their guests will enjoy studio tour. You'll get a buffet lunch with Sean and Keith. It's going to be a big buffet because Keith's going to be with us, so it's going to be a massive buffet. And to be with a chance of winning, you can go to the Ideal website there and complete the following. I love Planet Cruise TV because we can't wait to read some of those as well. And also, Glenn, I mean, you're there taking the calls, but the website is brilliant as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's worth going in and having a look at the website. Go and play with it, put in different dates, different cruises, where you want to go from. You know, it's always good for people to have some sort of an idea of where they want to go, when they want to go, and how long they want to go for. And then from there, we can sort of tailor-make things. So we can add days, take days out, and do whatever they want to do.
And by the way, it makes it easy to search if you put your ID number in the top for the cruise.
Put the ID number in at the top. But again, if you're not sure of the ID, you haven't seen a cruise that you like tonight, and you want to look for other ones, have a look on the website.
Well, we are going to be very busy. I bet you're glad you're not in the call centre tonight.
I've just had a message now from the call centre saying the celebrity cruises are flying out the door.
So, yeah, you seriously grab those. Some of the best prices we've ever seen. Glenn, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, thank you.
The biggest thanks goes to you at home. It's always great to see you here with Planet Cruise.